Hi friends, this is Bansi Mehta. I'm going to be sharing with you the business studies curriculum and how we can integrate the Excel spreadsheet into especially the personal finance section and the business finance. If we look at the business studies curriculum, I've already searched for finance, and one of the sections, the strands, is finance. And as you can see, in income management, we do have to discuss personal incomes and types of business income. And it would also integrate with some of the banking institutions too. And I'll relate back to that later on. While we're on the business studies curriculum, you can also see that financial literacy is key throughout the curriculum. And therefore, software pieces such as Excel and some other software that is available online for free will also help students develop their understanding of money management, the fundamentals of economics, numeracy skills, credit, making financial decisions, analyzing financial documents, and how to invest, and about taxation. So without further ado, I'm going to come out the curriculum and we're going to go into the Excel spreadsheet. The reason why I decided on the Excel spreadsheet is because it's widely available to all students on their laptops, on their computers, in and out of school. Obviously, the different types of Excel spreadsheets, the versions, will make a difference in what they can and cannot do. Before I even start the Excel spreadsheet tutorial with them, we would have brainstormed together what kind of things would go into personal financing. Once we've discovered that within our groups as a class, we would then go into an Excel spreadsheet to learn how we can put this all together. Once I've shown them the basic concept of the Excel spreadsheet, I would also introduce to them different softwares that are available online for free, that are safe and secure for them to use. And from there, they can also discover through themselves in groups the pros and cons of using different types of software. And I'll discuss that a little later. So let's first of all go into this Excel spreadsheet. Already in Excel workbook, there is a gallery that allows you to choose personal finance or business finance. And this already sets up a basic template to use. So if we were in personal finance, I would use the household budget, click on that, and it already sets up categories for you. The projected cost, the actual costs, differences between these two, and the actual cost ranking. The categories are further described in another table format. Although this is already set up for you, I would teach the students how to create a blank spreadsheet and do the similar kind of analysis. But just for the purposes of this course or this assignment, I'm just showing you what's already there because the data is already there for you to play with. There are also different tabs at the bottom of the spreadsheet that enable you to create such things as the lookup lists that you see in the budget details. And there's also the budget report, which pulls on all the information from the different tables, rather the different tabs here at the bottom, and gives you the overall synopsis of what's going on within your banking. So for instance, it shows you a total cost of food from your expenses and how much percentage that is of your overall expenses, transportation, housing, insurance, and so on. This is a great tool for students to understand how two incomes and any other extra income accommodates for the different types of spending that is going on within the household. So you can see a budget that is created here, $4,995, that the family thought would be a good budget to work towards, and what was actually on a monthly basis spent in this case was $4,628. So this tool is really cool for kids to understand how personal financing works. And hopefully, as they grow into adults, they will be able to take this experience and apply it in their own real worlds with their partners or on their own. This type of budgeting could also be done for their current situation, how much pocket money that they get, or how much money they've earned on jobs, such as being a librarian or working in a store of some sort. And they can budget themselves what's coming in, how much money they're getting from their parents, and what they're spending it on, to fine-tune their ideas of real life situations. I would prefer them to discuss personal finances with their families and come back to class with ideas of average incomes and what kind of spending the family is spending on. However, that is not as easy as it sounds. So what I would try and do is create scenarios with the students that are atypical of different family situations, different income levels, and the types of expenses that different families would have. And that would be collaborated into their groups spreadsheets such as this. Going back to the Excel spreadsheet, this particular spreadsheet actually tells you in the yellow boxes how you can manipulate the data, the columns, to make it your own type of information that you want. And so I would allow the children, rather the students, to create their own using the information that is being provided on the screens, i.e. self-learning, rather than me teaching them how to do it. There's the same for the budget details and the lookup lists. And I'm sure that as the students start using this in groups, they become familiar with it and they can probably do a lot more than I can. Through this self-discoveries in their groups, they will then consolidate with the class so that all students can be provided with different ideas and move further with their projects. Now, coming to other software that is free online, you can easily go to the internet and Google financial management tools. And as you can see, there's Mint, whose interface is very, very nice. There is Budget. There was also another one I found that was called Scrooge before. G.9 Cash, Money Dance, and many more. So any one of these tools will have different pros and cons, and that's what I want the students to walk away with, and finding a particular software that they feel most comfortable using for whatever reason, and hopefully in the end use this as a tool in their daily lives for the future. Also, I would guide students to go to YouTube sessions that already exist. So I've just typed in finance management software. If I go to videos, SAP is where I used to work. You can see different, here's the Mint one, demonstrations of different softwares that can be used. You can be even more specific of putting in a software tool, and it will give you guidelines on how to use it. I've also done searches where I've put in the best financial management software, and which is a great UK website that analyzes different types of software and different consumable goods. So that could be a great one to use. And there are a lot of free ones actually as well. So if I just put free in there, right, I can take a look at someone else's information on different personal finance software to use. Once the students are completely confident with using a variety of different softwares, they can then move on to how we can apply this in the business world. And again, I would do brainstorming sessions of what kind of things businesses would have to consider and implement this within Excel and then other types of software that we find online. It's also valuable to understand that these free software pieces are also integratable with financial institutions. So data can be pulled from bank statements of all the current expenses that you've had. So again, another great tool compared to what the Excel spreadsheet can do. Well, that's it. I hope this has been really informative for you all, and I look forward to meeting you on another session through UWO. Take care and have a great day. Bye.